Hi everyone, let's see how I implemented footsteps and Foley on Unreal 4 with Wwise. I observed three types of physical materials for the footsteps: the glass, the grass, and the metal. I recorded the footstep with a boot on different surfaces, starting with 3 layers of glass, then some grass of my garden, and on a metal oven plate. For the Foley, I used 3 layers of hot coat, a backpack, and a small box with several things in it to simulate the heavy soldier equipment. My room is not a good fit for audio recording, so I use a low cut and a spectral denoiser to get the cleanest take possible. I try to enhance the previous recorded sound with spectral and dynamic cleaning. At the end, I increase the volume to get close to standard dynamics. Here's the result of my used assets. On Wwise, we will use only 2 types of containers for this port, the random and the switch containers. To bring more life in game, I put a little random of volume and pitch, and I choose the shuffle mode. The switch container will drive the run walk switch initialized in the game sinks and assigned in the container. We got the same thing for the switch physical materials, but we got 3 different ones. I decided to add a little feature as I wasn't quite convinced about my landing feeling. It sounded same no matter how high I was jumping, so I created an RTPC which will evolve depending on the time spent in the air. It's in Unreal I managed to calculate the scale 0 to 10 thanks to a print, and it corresponding to 1 second. I drive the volume of the landing with this RTPC and added a soft low pass filter for the highest jump to bring a heavy feeling while landing. We ended up with 4 events for our first port: Foley, steps, land, and the jump. The only particularity is for the jump and the land, which trigger 2 sounds in one call: the Foley and the action with the ground. On Unreal, we mainly use the animation to trigger sounds. The method chose were to create a key notifier that will be called in the anim blueprint, cast to the player, and run the custom event set in the player bound blueprints, where all the sounds will be set and launched. I used the Foley to make the switch between the run and the walk. That's why I did 2 notifiers for the Foley and not the steps. In the animation blueprints, we got the same behavior between all the different events, but it's not the same in the player pawn blueprint. There is the ground detection for the steps, jump, and land. I use the line trace to detect the physical material set in the project settings and assign at each materials used in the game. The following switch will take the result at the hit material to set the proper sound before triggering it. The jump and the land functions are a bit different as they are used to initialize the jump time counter that will drive the RTPC for the land. I set a timer which is triggered each 0.1 seconds when the player jumps, initializing the condition of the function. Then the timer will increment an integer which will drive the RTPC.